Let's see what they approach. PMA
He's in trouble. They've got the disruption.
is in trouble.
Ready to set up the body blocking.
He's
Gonna try and run down the river, but the blood grenade will be there. They close in on him, and it's gonna be first blood for Mickey.
Well, that's the dream for Mickey. A lane that's already completely free for him, and now he's gonna have whatever he wants to bring to start with, either boots, gloves, etc., whatever it is. Or bracer, we'll see. Yeah, that's crazy. See how they deal with the lane. Let's see how Zayat's... They pretty much said, like, Zayat is our playmaker, right? They first picked the Tiny, so they're putting a lot of confidence in him. Let's see if he can make some magic happen as well.
And this mid lane, Niku, he can't get tripped up right. It's not going to be an easy lane for him. He's against Nisha on the Ember Spirit. The CS seeing the animation, the denies, they're going to be coming in from Nisha. Niku, he absolutely cannot afford to die in this 1v1. And the problem is that can happen, right? You know, an orb in the wrong position, you get caught by a chains. You can die in this matchup. Niku, this game, he cannot afford to lose his life early.
Yeah, and I think overall, you know, they were mentioning the Beastmaster plus Ember thing. We were even talking about the same thing, actually, me and you, about the picks. I think Nisha is looking, and there can be some damage issues in a way versus Ember. Even if they do catch him with everything, if he has Flame Guard on, there can be some situations where he can just survive versus that magical burst. So I do think that's probably what they wanted. And it's a backline piercer versus, you know, Warlock, so always feels like it has its merits. Riddies. Oh, Riddies might just be dead. He went to contest versus the Batrider, but that's usually a death sentence.
Yeah, he's not getting out of this. Maybe he can deny to the neutrals. Not going to happen. Ace gets the last touch on him. Riddies goes down. It's bottom lane.
They're doing the...
Not quite. They tried to set up with some sort of burst, but nowhere near enough.
At least Juice is going to be getting pretty much free farm up here because of that lane setup and all that, but Riddies, he wants to contest versus the... It's very dangerous as a very immobile hero like Warlock versus Batrider.
That does give some space here to got the juice, though. Getting the CS pretty nicely so far in the lane, with sort of the focus being shifted elsewhere. Boxy will get the courier. Wasn't able to snipe that from Riddies.
Mickey has missed a fair few of CS. He does have a big wave coming under him, so he'll catch up on them, but I saw him he actually just missed 2 under the tower there. So a couple missed last hits.
Be careful, Mickey. We're watching.
I'm watching. It should still be free for him anyway. There's no way they can.
It's going to get easier and easier for him down here.
Yeah.
Especially with Tofu at the side, able to pump out pretty significant damage here on the Shadow Demon to start zoning both of PMA and Zayat. Mid lane, though, so far so good from Niku. Keeping up with the CS of Nisha on the Ember Spirit.
He's the one to watch for me.
Yeah, not a bad start at all. Anytime you're able to sort of... Yeah. I mean, it's how do they... Are they going to have any sort of rotation coming? Can you kind of get an early support move?
PMA? It'll be okay. I don't know if Na'Vi really wants to break their lanes. I think they're probably just going to keep them like this. The Batrider is not really pressuring the Ursus, which I would say Na'Vi's happy about that.
Mid lane, Nisha. Niku's going to get the jump on him. He's going to turn with the sleight of fist. He is bottling up, so we'll be fine there.
Pushing the limits. Niku is doing, I mean, amazing in the matchup. 20 and 6 to the 20 and 3 rotations.
They're able to get on top of Riddies again. Got the juice, trying to see if he can find something in return here, but cannot fight in underneath the Firefly. Third kill here for Liquid. And mid lane, Niku is going to have to take the walk back to base.
That hurts a bit for him after such a good start that he's had. Top also, this is a lane that you have to be very careful in as this Ursa and Warlock, even though as we're mentioning, Juice is free farming. Got to be careful with positioning always versus Bat. There's always going to be the kill threat if Boxy sees the angle for a kickback. On this bot lane, just having to eat through constant regen. That was the last of the tangos there from PMA. So, yeah, very unlikely to see these two do anything to be able to slow down Mickey in the laning stage. And if anything, they've got to be careful themselves that they don't die. They're looking for potential spear back plays with the way the PMA is walking. I'm seeing the Tiny looking for the tossbacks on Tofu to go for the spear under tower. That is one thing they can do down here, but in terms of getting much more CS, it looks like it was very hard.
Liquid just not giving those opportunities for Na'Vi to make that play.
Level 3 Flame Guard now online. He can just stay in that position, sustained versus Niku. And Nisha is going to hit 6 first, so it's not that situation where the Puck did get that level 6 early, can ask for a rotation and go for that gank. So it's going to be hard for them to kill Nisha at least. This is interesting move. Look at this. Na'Vi, they are breaking the lanes. They're bringing the whole safe lane.
I think it's necessary. They have to do something pretty crazy here to try and slow down at least one of the lanes from Liquid. They're looking for Mickey, but Boxy's able to get the kickback on towards him, so Mickey's back under the tower. He'll be fine. They'll turn towards Boxy instead. They will get him. So they do get something out of this with the 4 of them down on the bottom lane.
Mickey's punching back, but there's still the 4 heroes.
They're chasing on. Now, got the juices like, if I make the move over here, I want more than just a support kill. But he probably isn't going to get the chance for it. You know, Mickey and Tofu staying safe on the high ground.
This is such an interesting move. They're giving Bat a full lane now. He did have the lane under his tower, so that's probably why they wanted to make this opportunistic move. But yeah, like you said, maybe just not wanting to fully sack PMA. This is quite a commitment, though.
That's decent damage on the tower. Tier 1 half dead.
Mickey?
Got the juice is going to find Tofu. A slow with the God's Rebuke. Na'Vi, they should be able to pick up another kill from this play. Got the juice. He'll get the kill. He'll get the bounty rune as well.
Nicely done. Tower took quite a bit of a beating, but the catapult did end up dying, so it is going to survive. Mickey, still 5. Zayats is looking for another play. But with these 3, they don't have the damage. They'll have to break things. The Ursa starting to run across the map. This looks really funny.
I mean, hey, you know, got 2 kills out of the move. As I said, I don't mind it at all, honestly. I think they have to do stuff like this, Na'Vi.
Mickey. It's got Nisha, but there's 4 Na'Vi.
It's a good spear. Ooh, they get inside the range of the Wisdom in time, though. PMA's not quite able to finish it, but he has got backup. The Dream Coil comes down on towards the 2 of them. Nisha trying to stand his ground, but Mickey's going to fall. Nisha, can he get out of this? He's got a remnant, but it's not quite far enough away, so Na'Vi, they'll be able to look to kill him off.
Beautiful stuff.
2 big kills there for Na'Vi, and they get that Shrine of Wisdom secured for themselves. Elsewhere, Ace is able to dive the target, got the juice. But, you know, Na'Vi, they're doing some fun stuff here, and it's working out. They're able to kind of match what Liquid's getting from this early game with some of these maneuvers.
At least they're not getting the double shrine stolen. The concern is that Ace is getting an unbelievable amount, but maybe that's just the call from them that they're like, you know what? We did pick, you know, Ursa into the bat, so he probably just wants to avoid him at this point and look to play elsewhere. So very interesting kind of movements coming out from Na'Vi.
8-minute power in. Both teams want to have a look towards it. They get a good toss back. Zayat set up on a Boxy. He is going to be able to get the chance to roll away, though, from the 3 of them. Didn't have anything else to quite lock him down. Zayat was a little short on the avalanche to follow things up, so Boxy gets out.
Playing to their strength, playing around Niku. Ursa now got the juice, as we said. It's time to hit the jungle. Doesn't want to play near that Bat Rider. And let's see what unfolds now that these lanes, they've kind of broken. Na'Vi did do some kind of cool movement to kind of fix the lanes and all that here, but we do see that Liquid are coming out ahead in terms of gold. And they did get the first tower themselves, even though it was a 4-man committal from Na'Vi to take 1 tower.
Yeah. I think pretty much the big thing that achieved for Na'Vi, right, was just ensuring that PMA didn't get completely left behind in farm in this early game. You know, he's in an okay spot now on the Mars. If that sort of focus didn't come in and that sort of play down bottom didn't happen, he might have continued to get just completely bullied out of the lane and be in a really rough spot.
Yeah, and now they do at least have like the ulti combos with the Puck and the Mars, but they won't have the support levels just yet. He does have 4. Okay, he's just shy, so 50 XP until he does have the 6 on the Warlock. They're about to have all the ultis at the ready.
They're going to want to use them. You know,
They'll be strong around those tower
to
fights.
sort of sit and AFK whilst they have these cooldowns.
They have vision of Mickey as well. If they can get a kill and the tower with all these ults, that would be pretty massive.
It's been hit by the scan.
Boxy.
But know that something's coming here. Boxy.
Ace is coming.
Get caught first. Further backup's on the way. The golem's going to get dropped down on towards Boxy. Boxy's surviving, though. Finally falls here as they come in with the Dream Coil. They have the arena out as well, but Ace turns with the lasso onto PMA. The Firefly's down. PMA starting to tick down very low. Niku has to get out of the fight now. So they do get a kill. They lose 2 heroes for it. The golem's going to get farmed here as well as Mickey and Nisha chase it down. Plus 100 here for Mickey off the back of that one. You can see what they want to do there, right? They want to bring everything together, as you say, as soon as they get this ultimates, but it doesn't quite go as cleanly as they would hope for. And Liquid, they're ready to respond. And now, Niku.
I think he's got him.
Yeah, he has. Slide of fist in the urn of shadows will get him the kill.
Oh, that's a concern.
2K lead now starting to build up. Yeah.
Na'Vi had everything available. They catch the Boxy, but Boxy's only level 5. It's not really that big of a grab to even kill the Earth Spirit. Ace just gets free reign inside the fight as the Bat Rider comes in towards the end.
I mean,
They're
pretty
still trying
huge
to,
if they can find Ace.
Pretty chaotic. Yeah.
I mean, if they might be able to steal the stack.
It's very low.
It's pretty low. If Zai chooses the sort of combo, I think they clear it, don't they?
Looking for a kill first, maybe.
Okay. All right, I guess they felt that they wouldn't be able to do it. Maybe it wouldn't have been enough damage.
Maybe. They really want this kill on Ace because he was low, maybe? That's the case. They're really trying for it, but they just can't. Now they lost their mid tower.
Yeah. It's a shame they couldn't do something about that stack. That was pretty much what 3 or 4 Ancient stack. That I guess, yeah, they felt that they just wouldn't have had the damage, really. I mean, probably wouldn't have been able to cleanly do it. Would have been a bit messy for sure. Get the toss back on a Boxy. He's able to roll away. The Avalanche not putting a stop to that one. Boxy gets out of there, and he's got backup. Ace cleans up Zayats. Continues.
It's just a lot easier for Liquid to make the moves, it looks like. Just they can pair up as 2 heroes. They have so much overwhelming damage. Na'Vi, they need a core and perhaps both supports to look for any of these type of moves. It's difficult to see how Na'Vi pairs up at the moment after losing so much control of the game.
30 seconds, they'll have the Golem. So I can almost certainly imagine that will be when we see Na'Vi try and respond.
Nisha has Vessel done. He's got backup. Boxy has a point in silence.
Oh, and they've got the setup. Chains come out. Niku's going to try and jump away. Look at the Dream Call off onto the 2 of them, and the backup's here with the arena. They can burst through Boxy, look towards Nisha, but he's got the Remnant prepared safely. Back in the river. Will manage to jump out, but Na'Vi react. They keep Niku safe, and they kill Boxy off. Great
positioning from PMA. I think that's probably how he has to play with the Tiny. Just look to play and catch whenever Liquid does make those aggressive moves, but it is difficult because you don't want to get too far behind on this Mars at all either. Got the Juices getting some space to finish up that Battle Fury. His timing is actually not that bad in comparison to PK, all things considered.
Now, if they can continue to make space for him, he should be able to kind of keep on track with the farm that Mika's getting on the other side of the map on the DK.
Let's see if they can slow pace down a little bit more here too, because they do have Golem, but they want to ideally kind of combo Golem with one of the 2 ultimates. Liquid looks like they're pretty content with sitting back and hitting to get that next timing of items, as you said, that quad Ancient stack. I think now it's a 5x.
So much, yeah. Yeah, this is going to really fuel that sort of pipe timing. And this was one of the things, right, you're a bit concerned of with Na'Vi's lineup. Sure, they had these big ultimates, but in terms of the damage from them, it's a lot of control. But I was going to see actually quite a few of the creeps, though, sniped there by Niku. Yeah, he got a fair few of those there with that orb. So
yeah, like 3 or 4, actually. Not bad.
Yeah, I think, yeah, the majority of it, I think, honestly, on this last hit. So a good bit of gold there, sniped by Niku.
Yeah, this pipe timing could be pretty massive, though, if Ace doesn't want to fully commit for it, which it does look like he does. You know, versus that heavy team fight, as we've seen multiple times. One player gets BKB, the other one gets pipe, and you can counteract it. Na'Vi, they do not have the heroes that can go pipe, of course, with the Mars.
And Liquid want to try and go for the 14-minute Wisdom Steal. Nisha and Boxy heading over.
No Vessel charge on Nisha.
PMA is going to be careful up on the high ground. And it looks like he knows he can't contest this, so it's going to be Liquid getting both of the Wisdoms.
Liquid controlling that early game again. 14 minutes, gold lead, experience lead. It's going to be a long time before Zayats has Blink, too. They're going to have PMA with Blink relatively soon to be able to look for some aggressive plays, but Liquid they're getting a lot out of the map. Feels like they're farming a little more efficiently.
Yeah, not easy for Niku to keep up on the farm. Starting to fall behind a little bit. Really relies on Na'Vi as a whole finding those team fights. Finding that chance to go for the sort of pick-offs and plays around the ultimates.
It's just hard for Na'Vi to want to make these type of moves versus Liquid. As we said, they do have the defensive Shadow Demon who's just getting these constant stats. Liquid is extremely content with just being able to sit back. So it feels like Na'Vi, the onus might be on them to look to make a move.
Nisha?
That efficiency.
They found him.
Nisha.
They're going to get the setup. See if they have enough control and damage. Got the juice coming in with the swipe. They'll drop the golem. It's Nisha gone.
Done. That's a lot used. They get the kill, but it's what can they turn it into? Can they look to push a tower with this? Because that's a coil and a golem used. Ideally, you want to try to at least hit a tower a bit here. Nisha's respawning soon, though.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Maybe they can catch Tofu as well. He's have his eyes on him, but tier 1's falling pretty low. But Mickey's ready to hold it here with the dragon form. And Na'Vi, they're not really going to be able to push into the jungle quite yet, especially with the respawns in play and Nisha being back up. And Nisha, in fact, being hot in the chase here if Na'Vi did stick around a moment too long. 16-minute power rune coming up. It's going to be up top, just an invis, so nothing too crazy. Boxy looking to scout out the situation. We'll see the invis popped immediately, but Sentry is down. So they're going to be able to get the chain set up on towards him with the vessel down onto Niku. He has to try and jump up to the high ground. We'll get away. There's going to be the lasso on towards Zayat. Does manage to deny himself to a neutral. But Liquid, they don't go empty-handed. They still kill off the Tiny. Instead, it's going to be sort of those painful moments where Niku still off the map. Going to fall further and further behind in farm. They found him farming this top line of the map. He's going to try and turn and stand his ground against them, but has the backup of PMA. Arena's down. Spear control onto Ace. Defensive disruption comes out. Tofu trying to bail Ace out of this one. Be able to get up to the high ground. Shadow Amulet providing him a little bit of safety, and in fact enough to sort of fight back. He's able to get the Firefly off. Tome with a few stacks onto Riddies. PMA and Zayas, though, will ensure that Ace does not manage to sneak away completely.
Might catch another. Tofu also under this ward.
Oh, the TP.
Wow.
Shadow Amulet helps him out. TP's out just in time.
Dude, PMA's making some really nice moves, gotta be honest. The positioning that he's in, he's always in the right place at the right time now. That mid play, then top immediately shows up on the Mars. Counteracting the aggression of Liquid pretty beautifully. This Ursa's keeping neck and neck with the DK.
Yeah, he's holding the game together, PMA here for Na'Vi.
My worry is the overall matchup of the Ursa, right? Since we did preface everything with how hard it can be versus the Shadow Demon, versus a lot of these silences and all that, but keeping up at least with farm, having this Blink Dagger, can contest these objectives very early, very nicely.
It's not been an easy early game for Na'Vi, but I don't think they're going to be feeling too rough about the start to this one. It's, they've been through some tough times in this series so far. Game 1 and Game 3. This Game 4, definitely potential here.
Golem's back up.
Easy.
Liquid, they've got the blink on Mickey. They've got to be in the right... I mean, PMA, it's a lot of pressure on him, but he's got to be in the right place a lot of times to read the moves, because Niku can just get caught very easy. Ooh.
A waning rift coming in just in time. We'll get the Dream Coil off onto Mickey. We'll still get clipped here by the Dragon Tail stun. He'll jump out to the side, but the Magnetize is going to bring him down low. Boxy closes in. Another attempt to jump away, but another stone's at the ready. The Magnetize continues. Niku's game continues to slow down even more.
Oxy's really hunting him. This the Earth Spirit in general, we don't see almost anybody playing it, but just the silence. Honestly, these little silences, the gap close, problematic for the puck.
Oh, and taking a Roshan away from the Ursa lineup.
Oh,
Nick was going to try for it.
They've got Shadow
But
Demon.
they go.
You always can do it with Shadow Demon. The menace is building up, 37%.
I mean, it's been hit by a scan, but can Na'Vi actually get anyone over here to interrupt this? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, they're on the complete... Maybe they could just go for a kill instead. Can they try and at least punish Nisha being alone?
Not going to be the case.
Oh, he's not alone for long. Yeah, Shadow Remnant still up on the top side of the map, so quickly swings over back into towards the area of the rest of his teammates. Roshan gone. Aegis now on Mickey.
Heads up play from Liquid, getting that kill, immediately turning into a Roshan. Yeah, like you said, denying it away from the Ursa is always going to be a big deal. Dragon form still up for half duration. Na'Vi looking to contest around Tormentor timing around their ultimates. They've got everything at the ready. Got a pretty cool flank, too.
Yeah, I don't think Liquid will expect the move coming in from this angle.
Unless, wait, Niku might show on the ward. Niku is shown on the ward.
Okay.
They might expect it.
Now, yeah, they're definitely going to be prepared for something. They smoke up themselves.
They have a pipe on Ace, a fresh pipe.
Ooh, that pipe is going to do a whole lot against what Na'Vi have.
Dragon form wears off.
Mickey's still looking to go. He is charging in. He'll get the jump. He's going to get the jump stun on Azayas. We'll see him return. The arena's going to get laid down, but the disruption comes into play. Golem's dropped down straight on towards Ace. See if he can get out of this. He's been glimmered up. He's pretty tanky. He's healing up as well. They couldn't kill Ace off. They're having to bail out of this now. Riddies tries for the TP, but Mickey's in with the Dragon Tail. Sets up for Boxy to get the double kill. Boxy gets the kickback onto PMA, as PMA is going to be left surrounded by Liquid. Liquid take down the four of them. And off the back of that, they can move to the Tormentor. Take this objective as well. Not losing anybody, not even losing the Aegis there. I mean, they just confidently walk straight into them, knowing that they couldn't really do a whole lot about them. We'll see it again here. You know, Mickey ready to just go straight in for the backlines. Indeed, the power of the Shadow Demon era that's maybe gotten through the draft 2 times too many this series, Fogged.
Perfect save, perfect awareness, and perfect ward. It saw all of Na'Vi setting up. It really is the vision, right? If they don't know that's happening, it could be a completely different story. But they just jump in. They have the Aegis too, so Mickey can do that. And yeah, you saw the pipe effect too, and the Shadow Demon. Not only just the disruption, the Purge versus the Ursa. No Fury, no nothing, right? You're not building up any of these overpower. You can't actually attack fast. You're just hitting very slowly.
And now they might just start hemorrhaging kills. Riddies caught out around the cliff. Another kill for Mickey. And that's going to push him very close to having the BKB done on top of the Mask of Madness. And now Armlet. It's starting to happen in 9K lead now, 21 minutes in. Liquid hitting their timings.
Just charging in. They don't have a blink on Zayats to even go for a reposition play. He's so poor on this Tiny this game.
He's just pretty much got to stay hidden on that cliff.
Na'Vi, this next team fight has to come together somehow better. They have to, someone have to get the Shadow Demon, right? Stop him from being able to go for these safe plays, but someone has to just commit, I guess, into the backlines. It's not easy to see how they do it with their draft. They have puck blink now, so maybe that's it to bypass, but yeah, very complicated.
I mean, it's just, Tofu on these heroes, these sort of backline heroes like the Shadow Demons and the Warlock. His positioning seems to be, pretty top tier in these engagements. He rarely feeds on these heroes. It seems to be so hard to find him in any of these games.
He tends to have heroes that are, he does get liberty of having heroes that go in for him a lot though too, right? Like they usually have some like DK, Ember, No Void Spirit, something. So he does get the, liberty to sit back and cast spells a lot of the times for his team.
Yeah, they draw very nicely around it.
Yeah. That's why they like playing double saves. Like they play Tusk Shadow Demon for a reason on Liquid. Besides its aggressive, the defensive potential. Top.
Mid tier 2 is going to be taken, and at the same time as taking the tier 2 mid, they're also looking for kills up top. Riddies, they'll try for the TP, but the sleight of fist into the change from Nisha catches him. It's going to be Riddies gone.
Map feels so small. 2 heroes around on their side too, on top of the triangle box. He's TPing over. PMA has BKB. They have Blink on Tiny now. But Liquid's just running at them.
Yep, they're ready to just keep charging in. They get the jump stun on towards the park. They've caught Niku. They'll get the chance to live a little longer. Lasso's going to be on his side, so they catch him to the side. He has to use the Dream Core to try and hold them back. They'll get the toss follow-up, but there's no further damage to threaten Mickey. Niku still dies underneath the tower, and they're ready to roll up towards the base. Clean Zayats up, bring this top wave in, and look to take what will be this 3rd tier 2 tower. Still at this early time at 24 minutes in.
Insane. I mean, Boxy's getting too much done on a 4 Earth Spirit. It looks like a mid Earth Spirit almost. He's got Yules on his way toward BKB, but yeah, he's just committing forward and getting on the puck.
I mean, Navi's sort of posturing outside of the base, but it's just the 3 of them. They've got to be careful. Boxy, not going to be able to gap close yet. Na'Vi will manage to retreat back up to the high ground.
Super oppressive gameplay. All 3 tier 2s have been taken. Both of, I mean, yeah, the Roche plus the Tormentor, everything for Liquid in these last 10 minutes. Na'Vi, how can they work things together? Will they be able to rally around this BKB? It looks like the Ursa does at least have that done. I think you got to try again. He still can get Demonic Purged, but a step toward another right direction if they can get the back line.
There we go. They've got to find success with this Na'Vi, otherwise this game is going to fall into a pretty dire position.
Dire's middle
I mean, they have quad blink daggers, so you better find that back line. You better have a detection for him too.
They might be able to all in on Mickey. Oh, Mickey just in time. They're moving away from this camp. They might still find the chance. They get the vision
Let's
down. Mickey's playing safe though. He's backing away. It's a little too hard now for them to get the grab on him. Mickey a step ahead.
That was insane. Was it Vac? Call it. That was insane. How do you know?
I mean, the game sense, I guess they're all off the map. Mickey not taking any chances and avoiding what could have been a big hit there from Na'Vi, a hit they really need.
That was crazy. He didn't even finish the yeah, that was some awareness. Maybe just the experience. He got less XP from the creepers. Oh no, that was crazy awareness. Na'Vi tried to find a catch there with that BKB timing. Not going to find it. Have to back up and reset. Liquid reposturing, regathering. Feels like it's probably about base defense at this point, at least for me, for Na'Vi, right? They've got tossbacks. They've got spear plays.
They do have some cute stuff they can do on the high ground. Yeah.
But there's
Certainly
also...
do.
Liquid also does have like the saves, right? The problems of being able to bail people out. And PMA
Just has to
use
BKB and run.
defensive. Riddies
Could just
steps outside.
controlling the map. Nisha's heading up towards the top.
There's no space for them.
He's gonna get his hands on Riddies. Riddies, he's gonna drop the golem. Riddies will fall and got the juice. He'll try and jump in, but Remnants are still there. They do have the Dream Call on Anisha, but he's able to just BKB and walk it off. And now Na'Vi, they've got to run. Niku Zayatson got the juice on the retreat box. He closes in. He's got the Yule set up. They'll turn with the avalanche and toss onto Nisha. Got the juice, bringing in the damage. Can they kill him? They get the swipe stacked up. They've got him. They do manage to kill off Nisha, but it's not without the loss of their own carry here. Got the juice, still falls. Mickey cleans up the double, getting the 2 big kills. Both Niku and Got the Juice gone. It's just not enough, Fogged. They're trying.
They're trying.
Sometimes kill Nisha. I mean, it's kind of the same in one of the other games, right? They could kill Nisha, but each and every time it cost them so much.
Yeah, Liquid just kind of forcing the issue, right? They're just chasing anybody who shows outside the map. And yes, maybe you can get one return kill, but the rest of Liquid all arrives and they just in turn. But at what cost, as we used to say? You know, you do kill Nisha, but you end up drastically losing so much more control. But like you said, it feels like almost desperate. They kind of have to do these type of moves because they've lost complete control of the game. No way to step outside out of the map, too, with all the vision coverage that we see Liquid do. Aghanim's pretty much done for Boxy, so they can actually also kick people out of the base. Limited space for Na'Vi.
Oh, Boxy. He's going to catch Riddies. He's going to try for the TP out, but the slight of change comes in. Another death outside of the base. It really is looking like it's absolutely going to get close to Na'Vi just having to hold the high ground. Stepping out in the base, even for the more elusive heroes, is not working out too well. Mickey cleaning up Niku pretty much solo. Liquid just absolutely dominant in 3 of the games so far this grand finals, and they're ready to push it here with the advantage. Stepping up to the high ground. Fortification comes out.
How do you stop the push? Golem still cooldown as well, too. Even if you catch targets and pull them back, do you even have the damage at this point? They're so durable. And there's the save, of course, too, from Tofu.
So yeah, still 20 seconds till the Golem, so not able to do anything about the melee Rex getting taken out by Liquid.
And they can back up reset. Liquid playing very safe. Can go for the Roche. Na'Vi, do you want to take the risky play? Do you want to smoke and go contest it? I think they might just do so.
I think you do, but whether or not you're going to get there in time, that's another question. Roshan's going to go down pretty quickly here to the damage of Mickey. Na'Vi, can they make the move quick enough?
Let's see, can PMA get a double spear of truth or something? I don't know. It's going to have to be something unbelievable from them.
Liquid's being careful as well. They'll actually wait rather than full commit for the Roshan. They know as long as they take it easy, take a team fight first, they're going to be in a better position. Tofu might get caught at the front. Got the juice. He's in with the jump. They're going to try and get rid of the Shadow Demon. Golem dropped out, but he's already out to the side. The quick save's there from Fox. He takes Tofu completely out of the fight, and Niku's dead. They've got the lasso on and got the juice. He'll try and turn towards Ace, but Ace able to get over the high ground, get over the cliff, turn and get the kill here. Triple for Nisha. My goodness, Boxy just immediately bails Tofu out, and it ends in Na'Vi getting team wiped and Liquid losing nobody.
It's a desperate move, but I cannot believe they can't even kill the Shadow Demon. I mean, Boxy just kicks him completely away.
Drags him out, kicks him out of there. What a... Yeah, sometimes the hero doing the saving needs to be saved, and yeah, Boxy bailing. So we'll see it again here. They go in on towards the Shadow Demon, got the juice, desperately killing it, trying to kill him. And then Boxy with the grab and the kick. Tofu's out of there. Nobody dies here on Liquid.
You heard it from Boxy the other day. You know, he was like, I felt like I was just dying all over the place. I'm the saving hero, and I was just feeding. This game, he's definitely getting a whole lot done. Aggressive and defensive posture. Perfectly played there for Tofu.
Another base. Certainly going to be a mid-racks cleaned up in its entirety. The top racks as well now gone. 2 full sets here for Liquid, up 27k, just 31 minutes into this match.
Making very little mistakes too. They're making this one painful. Niku, bottom 3 of the entire game, not even just of the cores.
Liquid now.
They had his number.
The safety.
They really did.
Get back into the Roshan, get this Aegis. And the massive items just continue to fly out for Liquid. Shiva's Guard now done on Nisha. Mickey's super close to having the Swift Blink done at this early timing. He'll grab the Aegis here. Mickey.
Liquid. They just approach things with a draft, like very comfortable kind of style, but then it's also the shot calling in the game is crazy on top of itemization, right? Just getting that Roche fight, getting the move toward top to Tormentor, predicting the plays, having these wards. It's just been 1 or 2, maybe even more steps ahead of Na'Vi. Na'Vi, can they get these tossbacks into the fountain? Feels like they need that fountain.
It's got to be something ridiculous, yeah. Well, we did see last game, you know, Liquid did get a little close to the fountain. It's going to start, though, with Ace getting the grab. Gets the lasso on a PMA. We'll see the jump from Nisha right over towards the backlines. Destroys Riddies. They do have buybacks available.
They just had to watch him die. Niku tossed back with a teleport attempt.
I don't know, does that even work?
Does that even work? I think it has to be.
I don't know, they tried it, it's game over, this series is done. GG is called. Liquid take game 4, and with that, take the series 3-1 here against Na'Vi. Taking the championship title here at Blast Slam 6, and my goodness, folks, we might have had one of the games was close, but the other 3, Liquid just continuing to show the dominance that we've been able to enjoy from them in their run here, especially in the playoff stage in these best of 5s. This team, they're really gelling right now, coming together in a way that they weren't kind of a month or so ago, right? This was a team that was losing qualifiers. There's some events coming up they didn't even qualify for, but here at Blast Slam 6, sort of the work has paid off, and the wins they're getting are phenomenal.
The whole team has leveled up. You know, I know a lot of people are always just going to be like, it's the Nisha show, right? Things like that, because Nisha has had a pretty explosive tournament here, but I have to credit everybody. I think Tofu had some pretty standout games when he played not even some of the heroes that are as expected. You know, he had a Wyvern game, which nobody's playing. Played super good on it. I do have to give Liquid a lot of credit.
And the Rubik game
huge shout out
the other day, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I do have to give tons of credit to Na'Vi. You know, they made it to this grand finals in a pretty hard tournament, especially with all the teams that were here. They're still, I mean, I want to call them a young squad in terms of because of their ages, of course, but a super fun team to watch. When they have their explosive games, they are very, very good at their team fighting control, but they're pretty unpredictable, which I think is one of the more interesting things for them.
Absolutely. I mean, you can see even with the tough results, some smiles still there for Na'Vi. They'll be back in the future. We'll see what they can bring. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Team Liquid, the champions of Blast Slam 6.